Arun sir.
Madam.
Sir, you will also be able to admit them, sir. Can you please check?
Yeah, yes, madam. Yes.
You will also be able to admit now, sir.
Yes, madam. Yes.
Can I
They
leave the
are
meeting?
joining now.
Yeah. Can I leave, sir?
Yeah, yes, madam. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Are you able to join? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just a minute. I will share the screen. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Akrut present, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning, Akrut. Anusha?
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
Yes,
Anusha?
sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Manish?
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Rashmi?
Good morning, sir.
Okay. Rupak Datta?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Sri Vishnu Sharma? Good
Good
morning.
morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Sushama? Good
Good
morning.
morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okay. So except these 9 others, they are attending the physical classes, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So better you can also think of attending the physical classes as early as possible to have our regular effective teaching learning. Okay. I welcome all of you once again to this MCA program. First, I suggest everybody of you to have the syllabus. You should know the syllabus, and you should also know what is your IMRs and what is your main examination maximum marks. All this information you should know. So it's available. You can go to vtu.ac.in, and if you can download it, is better. Always better to have the practice of looking at the official website, and also be aware of fake messages or circulars. That's also possible today because of the different cyber security problems. Okay. So this is your actually the first semester. In that I'll be taking 20 MCA 13 computer networks, and this is for one complete course with the 4 credits. 4 credits, 100 marks. In this, CIE marks is 40 and SCE marks is 60. And there is one more subject, professional core course. 20MCA13 Computer Networks Lab. This is also for 100 marks, but credit is 2. Okay, so please go through the other details. You need to go through the other details, but as of now, to start the class, this information is enough. So you're getting right what I am showing you on the screen. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this
Yes,
is
sir.
the syllabus copy. Always better to have the syllabus copy with you. That's one. Also, you can Larry L. Peterson and Bruce S. Dave. This is your textbook. Almost 90% of the information is covered from this textbook, 5th edition. This is available freely on the internet. If you can search, you will get the PDF. Okay. So this book is your textbook that you can refer to understand the computer networks theory. This book is available. If you want, I will share. Otherwise, you can directly download. See, being a master degree students, you can have the habit of directly searching certain materials, because when you are going for searching certain materials, you will come across some other good materials as well, which motivates you to learn. Otherwise, I can give not a problem. Always, if you are doing on your own, it is better. You will get more other options of learning. So in that connection, you can download this book, Computer Networks. Also, better to know your the author. Most of the computer science books authors and technology founders, inventors are living legends. That's the beauty of the computer science. So these people are working. So for Larry Peterson, for example, he is working as a professor in Princeton University. So who are those? You can just briefly go through them. That motivates what are the things you can do in future. You can understand, you can have some idea. So go through that. So one is syllabus copy, second is your book. And the third one, what I want to show you is, we should have some plan of teaching, and you need to know how we teach, okay, and how we do the assessment, how we evaluate. All these things you need to know, so we can have the brief idea of the same. Okay. So in this, I will show you the course plan. This is what we follow as a course plan. The course plan, based on the course plan, just I will give the information. So in this, you will learn many things with as per your syllabus. But the overall idea of having the computer networks is to understand the basic concepts of it and fundamentals of computer networks, data communication concepts, different techniques involved in a network architecture, how communication happens, how routing happens, network congestion, network topologies, network configuration, management, network model components, layer network models like OSI reference model, TCP/IP networking architecture, protocols, and various types of networks like local area network, okay, metropolitan area network, wide area networks, wireless networks. In wireless networks, mobile ad hoc networks, sensor networks, right? Cognitive radio networks, software defined networks. Many things are there. So these we may not able to understand the wireless ad hoc networks, wireless sensor network, cognitive radio networks. These things at this point of time. since you are in first semester, your focus will be on fundamentals of computer networks and computer networks as per your syllabus. But however, if you look at the other advanced subjects, you can make a good career in the computer networks. That's also possible. So this is the overall coverage of the networks. And here, as per the outcome-based education, we define the course outcomes. That means what the student will be able to do after learning this course. That's SIBO1, we define it as a course outcomes. Course outcomes are the goals, the outcomes the student will be able to do, apply the basic concept of networking and analyze different parameters such as bandwidth, delay, throughput of the network for the given problem. So we'll give the context of the problem. Okay, scenario, we'll explain the problem, and in that problem you may be asked to analyze different parameters such as bandwidth, delay, throughput of the networks, these things. Apply different techniques to ensure reliable and secure communication in wired and wireless communication. So analyze networking concepts of TCP/IP, wired and wireless components. Identify the issues of transport layer to analyze congestion control mechanism. Design network topology with the different protocols and analyze the performance using network simulator tool. These are the things that are the course outcomes. You need not understand at the first instance itself all these things. Just to show you, these are the course outcomes. I have briefed them. You'll come to know as and when you travel through the different classes, you'll come to know what are these and how we will achieve them. Basically, I'll come to the syllabus of your computer networks. Module 1 is about applications, requirements, network architecture, implementing network software, performance. In Module 2, perspectives on connecting, encoding, okay, and different types of encoding techniques, NRZ, NRZI, Manchester, 4B, 5B, what is framing, what is error detection, what is reliable transmission, Ethernet and multiple access networks, 802.3. Okay, so with respect to this IEEE, different standards are there, right from 802.1 to 11. From in 11 we are having AGB, different versions of the wireless networks. So as per the syllabus, we will focus. Sir, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಕ್ಲಾಸು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ ಹುಡುಗರು, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. Internet working and advanced internet working, switching, bridging, all these things. Module 4, end-to-end protocols and congestion control. All these points we will discuss in module 4, and we'll module 5, cryptographic building blocks, key pre-distribution, firewalls, traditional applications and infrastructure services. As I told you, your textbook is Computer Networks, a system approach by Larry L. Peterson and Bruce S. Dave, 5th edition, okay, and MK publications. And these are the reference books. Apart from these reference books, you can also look at some other books, also other materials also. Okay, this is with respect to the course plan, and we conduct lecture, guest lecture and cooperative learning classes. I will make the students to solve the problems in group and other activities like pick and write, open book test, MCQ quiz, case study and innovative based learnings are part of our courses. We use virtual labs and video lectures. We'll be having good assignments and exercises which enables you to learn better. Also, we will conduct internal test, okay, and as I told you, classroom open book assignments will be given, MCQ quiz will be conducted, project based learning, Okay, and at the end we will be having standard examination covering the full syllabus as per the VTU. So this is with respect to the course plan. What I planned is uh, to take you through the set of basics before actually we start the syllabus. So better, because there may be some gap or some brush up may be required with respect to the basics. Therefore, we will go to the basics of computer networks and before starting the actual syllabus. Fine. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hope everybody is there, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Able to listen?
Yes, sir. We are able to
No,
listen.
no network problem?
Not
No,
at all,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Very basic concepts to brush up and to enable you to understand the computer networks as and to reach the course outcomes. Because as we have told you in the orientation program, understanding or remembering of the concept is not enough. Basically, you are master of computer application students. Minimum, we should able to apply the concepts, analyze the concepts, if possible, design some new systems. All these activities we are supposed to do. All these skills will not come without our effort, and we need to go through the basics very first. Basics we have to understand, then the advanced concepts, then we have to see how to apply the knowledge that we have learned and how to analyze the problem. Okay, what tools, for example, we are using here, NS2 tools. There are several tools. What are the tools we can use? Under what situation, what tools can be used? All these things we have to understand slowly as we progress. Before that, as I told you, we have to look at certain concepts, very basics, to make ourselves ready to understand the languages, terms, and concepts as told by Larry Peterson in his book of Computer Networks, a systems approach. So, to do that, very first, we generally always, it is our practice, or it is very elementary, very much essential. So, like when we meet each other, when we, like how we say good morning, in the same way, very first we understand the basics of the computers and especially OSI reference model. So here, open system. So I am coming to the terms open systems. These basics will help you to understand tomorrow when we talk about open system, interconnection, okay, open system model, different references, when we use closed system, network devices. So these basics are important. So we should be able to understand them. When we call a system as a open, we call certain system, say my system is open system now, right? Yes or no? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Your system is open system or closed system?
Open system.
Open.
Open.
Why it is open system?
Because it is connected to the network and we are communicating with you
Very
now.
good, very good. That's why it is open system. So in OS reference model, very basic assumption what we do is systems are open for communication. That's why it is open system. Okay. OSI model. Open system. Closed system, not connected to the network, cannot communicate. Right? So that means in a network we think of interconnection of multiple devices, also known as hosts, that are connected using multiple paths for the purpose of sending, receiving data or media. So I want to send some information, some text, some image, some video, something I want to send and receive. Then in a computer networks, you're having the different devices that are connected using multiple paths. Multiple paths are required. Multiple paths are required. Why multiple paths are required in a computer networks? Hello? Hello? It is better to be interactive. We will speak, okay? We are here by speaking, by communicating. The basic idea of computer networks is to communicate. In class also same thing. Basic idea of conducting class is to have a communication. Teacher should communicate to student, student should communicate to teacher, right? Communication is important. So we should exchange the knowledge, we should exchange the idea, we should send and receive data. So similar to our regular human network, computer networks also mainly intended for the purpose of making communication. My question is, why we want multiple paths between the two hosts, or two or more hosts are connected? Why we want multiple paths? Why, when we are communicating, why the single or one single path is not enough, or multiple paths are required? If multiple paths are required, why we want multiple paths? What are the benefits of having the multiple paths?
So the sending data will get a dedicated channel, and the receiving will also get a dedicated channel.
Okay, dedicated channel is required, correct. Dedicated channel means, say, if you are, when you are making a phone call, for example, that channel is dedicated for you till you complete your communication session, correct? Channel is dedicated for you. Resources are allocated and dedicated. That dedication is for a while till you make the communication. In order to allocate the dedicated path, the resources, and suppose if you are having one single path between the two devices, then if it is already engaged, you cannot make the further communication, right? I want to make some destination. So if there is only one path, what happens? Think of a traffic. You are having one road from Yelahanka to the Majestic. Congestion happens, traffic jam. Suppose if you are having multiple paths, what happens? The traffic splits among the different paths. The load splits among the different paths. Sources can take different, source can route their packets data through different paths to the destination. What are the advantages? You'll be having reliability of communication, some because of the availability of paths. If one path is broken down, you can provide some other path for the data to traverse and to travel and reach the destination. Load balancing happens. These are some of the benefits of having the multiple paths. To have the connectivity, to have the reliability, to have the load balancing, okay? So to monitor the network efficiently with good performance, we need to have the multiple paths. And computer networks can also use multiple devices, mediums which help in communication. Because let's think of two devices, A and B. A can communicate to B either through physical wired network, wireless network. That's possible. So by changing the medium, you can have the different media of communication. Okay. So all these are the benefits of having the multiple paths, by having multiple devices, multiple mediums, routers, and the network devices. When we talk about network devices, what are the devices that we get into our mind? Basics devices. Devices which connects. Hello? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What are the devices that you are finding here? Router,
So
right?
routers, hub,
Ah,
wireless bridge.
router, wireless router, hub, switch, bridge, wireless bridge, right? These are the devices which enables you to connect to the other devices. And how these devices are connected, right? How the devices are arranged is told by the network topology. So we call network topology as the arrangement of different devices in a network. What are the different possible topologies? What are the different possible topologies? Bus topology, star, mesh, ring, and daisy chain. Right? You can look at this. Screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir.
Star,
Yes, sir.
star. Star means this is the topology, right? Star. Mesh. Okay. This is the mesh. Mesh means what? How many nodes are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How
Five.
many nodes? 5 nodes.
Five.
How many edges are there? Edges means what? A connection which connects those two nodes. So
Five edges.
this node and these two nodes. Any two nodes are connected by at least one edge. Do you have any isolated node here in a mesh?
No. No.
No. Right? In star, do you have isolated node? Isolated node means what? Which is not
It is
connected.
not connected.
No, sir.
Star,
Okay.
you don't have any isolated node. Point to
No.
point, these two are connected.
Yes, sir.
So idea is to connect only. That's why using the different topology, ring for example, ring topology, right? This is called tree topology. And if you use them, if I mix the star with a mesh or point to point, if I connect this point to point, I will draw a line from point to point to this star. Then it becomes hybrid topology. Hybrid topology is a combination of basic network topology. You are combining bus with a star with the mesh with the ring, daisy chain with the tree. Okay, when you combine them, it becomes the hybrid topology. Sometimes it is required to combine the existing basic topologies. Okay, then we call them as hybrid topology. Okay. Now OSI. OSI stands for Open Systems Interconnection. OSI stands for Open Systems Interconnection. It's a protocol or a reference model. Hello?
The reference model.
Reference model. Can you give me an example of a protocol?
So, IPv6.
IPv4 fine.
Yes,
TCP/IP protocol suite.
TCP/IP.
UDP, ARP, DHCP, FTP. How many protocols are there? How many protocols are there? Plenty of protocols, right?
Yes, sir.
Maybe more than thousands of protocols in the computer networks itself. So what are these protocols are basically?
So, which defines the rule how to communicate
How to communicate across the network,
across them? Yes.
across the network. And every layer has got a protocol. Every layer has a protocol for the communication with the other entity in the layer. Physical layer, it uses certain protocol. Data link layer, it uses certain protocol. How many layers are there in OSI reference model? How many layers?
So, 7.
There are 7, correct?
Yes, sir.
There are 7 layers in OSI reference model. Can you switch on your video? Please, once let me see all faces. Rupak Datta.
Yes, sir.
Others also, please switch on your video. Rashmi. Sri Vishnu.
Traveling, sir, to Bangalore. So I'm in the bus.
Okay, fine. So those who are able to, switch on your video, kindly switch on. Fine. OSI reference model, how do you remember the different layers? Can you just tell me the different layers of the OSI reference model?
So, application.
No, you start from the first layer. Application layer happens to be the topmost layer.
Oh, yes, sir. So, physical.
Start from the first layer.
Presentation layer.
First layer is what?
Application.
Start from layer 1.
Physical layer, data link layer, network layer, transport layer,
Huh.
session layer, presentation layer, application layer.
Very good. Very good. How do you remember these layers?
So, like shortcuts, yeah, like APS, TNDP.
Please do not trust the salesperson advice. Please do not trust salesperson advice. P stands for physical layer. Do not. Data link layer, network layer, salesperson advice. Okay, session layer, presentation layer, and application layer. So this will enable you to remember. So please do not trust salesperson advice. Enables you to remember all these layers. Okay. It's a reference model that specifies standards for communication protocols and also the functionalities of each layer. Okay. Each layer, what we do or what supposed to be done when you define the TCP protocol, for example, TCP, transmission control protocol. It works on what layer? Transport layer. right? TCP works on transport layer, correct? Yes or no? TCP. I want some more response. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
TCP works on which layer?
TCP is on transport layer.
Transport layer. What is the another protocol which works on TCP or transport layer?
Internet protocol, sir.
Or internet protocol works on network layer, IP. On transport layer, can you mention the other protocol which works on transport layer? On transport layer,
Transfer protocol.
huh?
File transfer protocol.
Okay, file transfer protocol is actually an application layer protocol which works both on application layer and transport layer. Fine, that's also correct. Another important protocol which works only on transport layer. Only on transport layer.
So GCP and UDP.
TCP and UDP, right? TCP and UDP, user datagram protocol. Have you heard about STCP? Stream Control Transmission Protocol, or SCTP? You know these streaming applications, right? Streaming
Yes,
applications,
sir.
video streaming, for example. Today we use plenty of video streaming applications, which works basically on SCTP, Stream Control Transmission Protocol, SCTP, right? Okay. ERP. What ERP stands for what? ERP stands for Address Resolution Protocol. DHCP, Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol. FTP, File Transfer Protocol. All these protocols are referred to OSI reference model. Always when we are studying, if I take a TCP, I will say TCP works on transport layer of the OSI reference model. If I take IP, Internet Protocol, I will say IP is a protocol which works on network layer, layer 3 of the TCP OSI reference model. UDP, User Datagram Protocol, works on transport layer in the OSI reference model. Address Resolution Protocol works on the network layer as well as application layer of the OSI reference model. Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol works on application layer and the network and transport layer of OSI reference model. FTP works on application layer and transport layer of the OSI reference model. In all these explanations, what I am doing is I am referring to OSI, Open Systems Interconnection Reference Model. So basically, OSI has been defined in order to define the specifications, standards, a protocol that has to implement for that purpose only. And what are the different functionalities of each layer? It has defined. As per that only, protocols are designed. That's why OSI is called reference model, and OSI itself is not a protocol. OSI itself is not a protocol, it is a reference model. Fine? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So today what are the things we did today? I told you to, hello, I told you to download the syllabus, video syllabus, keep the copy of the video syllabus available, and also in the net you search for the PDF copy of your book which is available. You can download it, and I have told you what are the outcomes, and I explained certain basics. In basics, we have gone through what is a open system, closed system, what is a computer network, okay, and devices like wireless router, switch, hub, bridge, wireless bridge, and different network topologies like point to point, star, ring,
Mesh.
mesh, exactly, daisy chain, tree, and hybrid. And OSI reference model, we have not gone in depth of the OSI reference model, just what is a OSI reference model, what is a protocol, and example protocols, all these things we gone through. So most probably if all of you start attending the offline classes, this will be the 1 week where we will conduct the online classes. Otherwise, if you are not able to, then we may have to continue with the online classes. But I suggest you to attend the physical classes. That is better. So
Okay.
by taking the precautionary measures, our health is also important. Okay, you are most important, and your health, your parents, everybody is important. So with this, if you are having any doubts, you can ask. We'll continue in the next class also the basics. So please answer your attendance. Akrut,
Yes, sir.
thank you. Anusha,
Yes, sir.
Manish,
Present, sir.
Rahmatullah Rahman,
Yes, sir.
Rashmi,
Yes, sir.
Rupak,
Yes, sir.
Sri Vishnu Sharma,
Present, sir.
Sushma.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So 9, all 9 I think have attended the online class. Who wrote Panchatantra? You know about Panchatantra stories?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Vishnu Sharma, you know who wrote Panchatantra stories?
Yes, sir. Vishnu Sharma itself.
Very good. Very good.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, all the best. Do well. If you have any problem, not only your academics, we are here as your mentor. Okay, so you can talk to us. Take your help of the parents. I don't say you don't contact them, but since your master degree already completed the bachelor degree, most of the professional decisions you can make in consultations with your teacher. In that way, we'll help you in all respect. Thank you for joining the class. All the best. We'll meet again in the next class and we'll continue with the basics.
Yes,
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ma.
ಅರುಣ್ ಕುಮಾರ್ ಸರ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಸರ್?
ಆಯ್ತು ಸರ್. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಲೀವ್.
ಎಸ್